Have you ever found yourself, wrestling with software that just doesn't quite fit that feeling?
Oh, definitely. The one-size-fits-all approach.
Exactly. When you need something specific like a multi-tool, but you're stuck with, well, what one of our sources calls the Swiss Army knife problem.
A tool that does everything okay, but nothing perfectly for your actual job.
Precisely. So today we're doing a deep dive into Creao. It's a new platform just popped up on Product Hunt.
And they've got this pretty bold claim, haven't they?
They do. Infinitely personalized software for every team member. Sounds ambitious. Almost too good to be true.
Uh-huh. And that's really our mission today, isn't it? To kind of unpack that promise.
Yeah, let's figure out how Creao plans to challenge, the standard sauce model.
And what makes it different from other AI app builders we're seeing pop up everywhere.
Right. And ultimately what this shift could actually mean for how you and your team get stuff done.
Let's start with that Swiss Army knife problem. It resonates, I think.
Totally. I mean, imagine an HR person, right? They're dealing with complex compliance stuff.
Very specific needs.
Then you've got a DevOps engineer needing, specialized automations.
Totally different worlds.
But they often end up using the same generic platform, the same interfaces. It just creates friction.
Yeah. Endless workarounds. You end up bending your process to the software.
Instead of the other way around, it feels so backwards and, frankly, inefficient.
It really is.
So Creao says they're flipping that. One source made this interesting comparison. Remember when Apple released Swift UI?
Ah, right. Making native app building more accessible for developers.
Yeah. And Creao wants to do something kind of similar, but for whole teams. Let anyone describe a workflow in plain English.
And boom, custom software. They claim what took weeks now takes hours. It's this idea of democratizing software creation.
How realistic is that, though? Is it just a better UI builder?
Well, that's the key question. And the answer seems to be, no, it's more than that. The real breakthrough, their core differentiator, seems to be this package deal.
Package deal.
Yeah, the AI app plus a purpose-built Copilot bundle. So you don't just get an app.
You get a Copilot specifically for that app.
Exactly, not some generic ChatGPT bolted on. This Copilot is apparently architected from the ground up for that specific use case.
Okay, so it understands the context, the data.
Precisely, the specific nuances of your workflow. That integrated intelligence based around the workflow, not trying to force the workflow into a pre-built box. That's the interesting part.
Right, so the process is describe the problem, get the custom app, and it comes with its own smart assistant.
And these apps can connect to other tools. They can be shared.
We saw some examples, like a medical appointment dashboard that handles confirmations automatically.
Or a travel agency CRM that integrates with Amadeus.
Even a field evaluation tool turning photos into reports, ready for quotes. Pretty versatile stuff.
It really shows the range. And the impact on your team could be, well, quite significant. You stop bending your processes.
And start creating these precision instruments, as they call them, tools that actually fit.
Spot on. It's almost like giving every single team member their own personal developer.
Someone who gets their specific job and problems.
Yeah, fluid in their language, understands their context. It's not just about doing things faster. It's about potentially unlocking innovation by removing that friction.
Okay, but hang on. Here's a big concern. It came up in the community feedback, too. If everyone's building custom tools.
The sprawl problem.
Exactly. How does Creao prove this won't just add more bespoke tools to the pile we already have? We've seen unified platforms become complex messes before.
That's a fair and really critical point. Creao's argument is that it's designed to clear out the pile, not add to it.
By becoming the single place where you build these things.
Essentially, yes, a unified workplace that can do the job of multiple different SaaS apps you might be paying for now. They talk a lot about long-term maintenance and reliability.
How? Custom tools can be brittle.
They claim a structured modular architecture helps. And crucially, that Copilot isn't just for building. It becomes a maintenance partner.
So you can update the app just by talking to the Copilot.
That seems to be the idea, making updates and refinements easier. The philosophy is a truly personalized tool built right should eliminate the need for several other generic ones.
Okay, that makes sense conceptually. But what about teamwork? If my tool is super personalized for me, how do I collaborate effectively? Doesn't that risk creating silos?
That's another good question, but they seem to have thought about it. Apps can be shared easily, apparently just with the unique URL.
So team members can access the same tool.
Right. And the Copilot understands the shared context. It can provide insights across team data while still respecting user permissions, of course.
So the intelligence spans the team use case, not just the individual.
That seems to be the goal. And they mention future updates for centralized user management, roles, audit trails, all the stuff you need for secure collaborative work. It's personalization within a shared framework.
Interesting. So wrapping this up then, CREAO is definitely putting forward a compelling, maybe even transformative vision.
For sure. Personalized software built by the people who actually use it, moving beyond those generic compromises.
Empowering teams to build exactly what they need.
And that really leaves you, the listener, with something to think about. If software could be infinitely personalized like this, constantly adapting.
What does that unlock for your organization, for your team's efficiency, for innovation?
Yeah. What are those persistent Swiss Army knife problems you're dealing with right now? And what could you solve if you had your own custom-built precision instrument?